So in this video I'm going to show you how to put an action camera onto your helmet and also have a protection involved in it. And yeah, you will enjoy this video, and this is the safest way of putting an action camera onto the helmet without any hassle, without unseal and without Fevi Kwik. And this is the safest way to remove also. You can just pull it out and it will come out. So here the video goes, guys. Okay, so first of all let me tell you what all you will need. Of course you will be needing a helmet. So for this video we'll be using a Steelbird Air helmet. Two mounts. For if you just want the camera to be on the helmet, you will just need one mount, that is a curved mount. If you want the protection also, then you will need a flat mount also, and then you will need a J buckle, which is for connecting the camera to the helmet, and also a flat extender. This is the most important thing in the whole process. And you will need a black string, which I'm using a general black string, and also you will need a scissors. And last thing which you will need in any case is an action camera. This is applicable for everything, right from SJ cams to high-end GoPros. I had mentioned that M-Seal or Fevi Kwik will not be required. I have said that because this helmet is just mounted with the 3M tape which comes with the in-box package of SJ cam, and this has been doing pretty well. I have done a lot of tests. I've actually shaken this helmet holding this thing and nothing has happened. And yeah, I think that is what is required, and I don't think that M-Seal or any such kind of thing not actually required for these kind of basic builds. So next thing what you have to do is you have to mount a J buckle on the helmet. So if you see this closely, there are two ways you can put it. You can either put it upwards, which will be like this, or you can put it downwards, which is like this. So I'll be showing you both the ways on how the camera will look with the J buckle upwards and with the J buckle downwards. So for the simplicity, let us do it with the J buckle upwards and see how it will look. So how you have to do is you have to basically just slide the J buckle onto this. How you have to do it. So that's it. The J buckle is in place now and it is fixed on the curved plate. So now what you have to do is you can put the camera directly like this. But what you must know is the J buckle can only put a camera like this. When you wear a helmet, you are basically wearing a helmet like this. So when the camera is fixed like this, so the camera is pointing downwards. So to solve this problem, you will need something called as a flat extender. So what you have to do with a flat extender is you have to connect the flat extender to the J buckle. Okay, so now what happens is you get this kind of leverage on the helmet. Even when the helmet is like this, you can get a better angle with the camera. I'll just show you by connecting it to the camera also, so you will be able to understand it better. This is the basic setup which a lot of people use, and I highly recommend you to use this setup if you have a good action camera. But if you have a camera like SJ cam, which I have, which has a short field of view, you will need different kind of setup. You are ready to go if you have any other camera. So you need to do a little bit of a tweaking in this kind of setup. I'll just remove this and I'll show you. So what you have to do is you have to put the J buckle in the inverted direction. So what happens is you will have a greater mobility with the J buckle if it is in this way. And there is one setting in every action cameras, that is you can record videos in inverted direction. You can, of course, you can do that in post-processing also, just by turning the video by 180 degrees you can do that. So now what you can do is you can connect the camera directly to the J buckle like this. So now what happens is even if the helmet is like this on your head, you can just tilt the camera and make it straight. So this is the beauty of J buckle, that you can use it however you want. This kind of setup will work best for the lower end cameras and which have a shorter field of view. Now comes the protection part. So what you have to do for the protection. So the first thing which you must know is there is also a flat plate mount which is given to you with the accessories kit. So what you have to do is you have to peel the sticker on the flat mount, and then you can directly connect it to the side of your helmet. So you can just fix it here, but make sure that you fix this thing in an angle. So when you actually make the helmet straight, so it turns out to be straight. So that is what you must take care of. So I'm just sticking it at an angle so that when you turn the helmet, it is actually straight. So I think here would be perfect. So I'm just putting the flat mount here. So there are a lot of people who suggest that you have to make a base plate with an M seal before sticking it. So what happens if I have put it like this is, when I wear the helmet, the flat mount is actually straight. So that is why I had said to put it at an angle. So now how do you create protection with this? So what you have to do is, there is a mount called a screw mount, which is given in the standard contents of everything. So generally flat mount is with a screw plate. So you can just put the screw here. So now screw mount is secured to the flat mount. The beauty of this is, if you want to make a video with side mounted camera, you can just put an extender here and stick your camera here and it is done. That is a multi-purpose thing which you can do it here. I'm just putting the camera upside because for me it will be very easy to do it. So now what you have to do is, you can take a string and you can measure the distance between here and here. So I think this length should be fine. So you just cut a 2-layer string of that length and take the string from this. Okay, it was fairly easy. I was expecting it to be a little more difficult. So now what you have to do is, you have to knot on one side. Mind you, this string does not need to be a very strong string. It can be any string. You are just putting a protection just for the sake of your satisfaction. That there is no way that camera is going to fall. So as now the string is secured, I can literally lift my whole helmet with the string. So now what you have to do is, you have to put a knot on this string so that you can put this loop into this. So if you loop it into this, so what happens is, even if the J buckle will fail, I'll just undo the J buckle and show it to you. So if I just press it here, the J buckle will come off. So if I'll just hold it upwards so that you can see it. So if the J buckle will come off, the camera will be safe. So that is what is the safety measure which I have shown to you in this video. So I have just mounted it the straight way for the simplicity. Let me just show you how it will look when you wear it on the face with everything that I have told you in place. This is how it will probably look. So what you have to make sure right now is, as your helmet is like this, you have to make sure that your camera is as straight as possible with the helmet. So this is what will make sure that you're getting a correct field of view while riding on a motorbike. So what you must know is, 40% must be your handlebar, the rear view mirrors, and 60% should be the view of the rest of the road and the sky. And one thing which I did a mistake was, by mistake I had mounted the curved plate little bit below the chin of the helmet, which you must actually take care and mount it a little bit above the chin of the helmet. I had done this because here the space was less. So, and yeah, that's it for the video, and thank you for watching. So I had made a small video by putting this kind of setup, and I think I'll just show you a 10 or 15 second clipping from that.